Diet 7 Mad cow disease. Mad cow disease, identified in humans as Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, came from the fact that herbivorous cows were fed with ground cows. The cannibals died out of unknown epilepsy, a sacred disease of their ancestors, when their priests ritually ate and gave others the brains of their grandparents to eat. The small nucleic acid-free unit of protein is the prion, which can enter cells and change their affirmation. Either way, it's an infectious agent. The prions of the same cow in the cow are recognized as their own proteins and are not digested. They are used immediately for construction. But these are the proteins of another cow. PRP, animal prions in humans, called PRNP, are therefore a confusing guarding and entering factor. Rangers and supervisor encourage the use of prions for building. After some time, the disintegrating parts with these prions, as well as their unused and undigested excess, litter everywhere. The cow defends itself and stores these prions in the body, or poorly built pieces with these prions, wherever possible. Prions are very small. They flow wherever they can, and cows sit in the brain and spinal cord with no way back. Most in the spine. The cannibals died out quickly because they were feeding themselves. The cows die in installments because the external breeder feeds them. Us too. This is a clear situation. What about the prions of the animals we eat? For example, sheep and pig meat, a disease called scrapie, animals whose protein is close to that of humans. What about simple organisms with non-specific and non-targeted proteins? Phytohormones, just because they are non-specialized in function, can they be used by humans to grow the body on where you put it, it grows there. Phytohormones do not need a guardian, a manager who checks if it is possible. To rebuild the jawbones, the dentist sews a sponge or agar-agar soaked with growth hormone into the root hole and the bone grows there. Well, we eat large amounts of phytohormones every day, because they are herbicides that are sprayed on gardens and plantations. They wreak havoc on our bodies and we die of cancer. They sit on clothes, cause abnormal skin functioning, rashes, sweating disorders and finally allergies. They get into the lungs, triggering the body's defenses, with which our nervous system does not know what to do and becomes stupid. We are afraid to breathe deeply, we have neuroses, fears and uncertainty. In the face of this disaster, isn't it better to go straight away and eat good, fatty, thick and salty fries? We can still do that much. Because our breeders do other things for us. Plant hormones, also known as phytohormones, regulate many biochemical and physiological processes, such as, for example, protein synthesis, cell division and differentiation, and the occurrence of targeted movements, tropisms, of plants. As with animal hormones, phytohormones act at low concentrations and usually at sites other than where they are synthesized. However, the range of action of the plant hormone, as opposed to the animal hormone, concerns a whole range of different processes. There are 5 main groups of plant hormones: auxins, gibberellins, cytokinins, abscisic acid, ethylene. The first known phytohormone was an auxin called indolacetic acid, IAA. This hormone is synthesized in young parts of plants where intensive cell division takes place. The amino acid tryptophan is the precursor of IAA biosynthesis. The IAA was found to be responsible in plants for cell growth in length, inhibiting the growth of side shoots. Cutting the apex of the growth causes the growth of side shoots, stimulating root growth, stimulating cell division in the wound tissue, callus, especially in deciduous trees, inducing fruit production without pollination, parthenocarpe. Auxin, indolacetic acid. Gibberellins are a group of about 100 similar chemical compounds from the diterpenes group. Gibberellins are responsible for stimulating the growth of the main shoot and inhibiting the growth of side shoots, interrupting seed dormancy regardless of the presence of external stimulating factors, interrupting the winter dormancy of buds of woody plants, stimulating cell division in wound tissue, callus, inducing fruit production. Pollination excluded, in selected plants, for example, tomato, cucumber and apple. Zeatin is a natural cytokinin. Cytokinins are derivatives of adenine, they are found in young organs. Zeatin is a non-directional phytohormone. Abscisic acid, also called dormin, is a hormone produced by the plant in response to unfavorable thermal or water conditions, drought. Here's how it works. Inhibits growth processes. Induces the production of a cutoff layer in the petioles of fruits and leaves, which causes them to drop. Closes the stomata, during drought. Puts seeds and buds in a state of rest. The phytohormones also include ethylene gas. In low concentrations, they drive growth; in larger concentrations they act as an aggressive brake, blocking cell development. But farmers multiply the dose of spraying, just in case they do additional spraying, because they want to have a good harvest and earn money. They are poisoning us, with general consent, and quite legally. See episode 1 descriptive on Diet Zero. Treat it her too. I will also tell you this later. I will show you that the diet consists of what we like, not what is fashionable. Until next time.